Welcome to Stellar Life Podcast. Get inspired and live out loud. From love, freedom, and success to having it all. Here's your host, coach, speaker, and shining star, Orion.
Roger, you're looking good.
The year is 2021. Humanity, we the collective, are experiencing a global shift and major uncertainty. Many changes have already happened within the fabric of our society, in our governments, and there are many more to come. In times like these, you must stay more centered, more connected, more loving. Follow your intuition as your northern star. Take charge of your mindset regardless of external situations. This year, I'm going to be posting special episodes called Stellar Experiences. In these episodes, I and some of my favorite guests are going to take you through a variety of exercises and guided meditations that will give you a stronger experience of self, calmness, and inner joy. Please do not listen to these episodes while you are driving or working. Find a quiet place, relax, and give yourself the gift of self-discovery. Welcome to your stellar experience. Hello and welcome to your stellar experience. Today we're going to talk about vulnerability and finding strength within vulnerability. And I had to find for myself that vulnerability can be a strength and that I should not be afraid of it with the right people. And Marie Pizarro is one of my personal coaches. I've been getting sessions from her for years now, and I highly recommend you to go on her website, bodyenergyconnection.com, and see what she offers, because everything she touches is extraordinary, and she was very helpful for me personally. If you want to get a session with her, do it fast because she's got a long waiting list. So you might get in 3 months from now or something crazy like that. So just check her out. And if you haven't done so, check our episode number 232. It was all about Akashic Records, and she opened my Akashic Records live and shared about my past lives. It was really fascinating. And Marie Pizarro is a registered nurse, holistic practitioner, and Akashic Records reader and teacher. She is the founder of Body Energy Connection and helps holistic entrepreneurs and creative agents receive answers and tools for their life's most pressing questions. She currently offers client sessions, group programs, and live classes. I really love this woman. She's amazing. She's very much in integrity, and she is a gem and one of my secrets to success. Now, just sit and relax and enjoy your experience.
2, 1, 0.
I want to talk about cracking that code of vulnerability. Cracking that code of vulnerability, first of all, isn't the easiest thing to do, because one of the things you have to catch is when you're in that moment of vulnerability. Now, if you're already a very sensitive and empathic person, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to determine and discern between what's a natural sensitivity and what's actual vulnerability. Remember, vulnerability is an aspect of perceived threat or harm that may come to you. And it can come at any moment, and it can come in any state that you're in, and it's a natural emotion and quality. Now, I want to repeat again that vulnerability will cause you to stay in your 3D form, because on the other side of that 3D form is actually this energy of ease. So on the other side of discomfort is ease. And ease appears when you feel like you're in alignment with Source. You feel like you're in union with Source. And you feel like everything that happens is going to work out just fine, because you truly believe in Source taking care of you and affecting the decisions that you make. And so to evolve from that container of the 3D form of vulnerability to the 5D form of vulnerability requires an aspect of faith It requires an aspect of cultivation and it requires permission. Remember, you don't force yourself to feel better from vulnerability. You actually allow yourself to upgrade to a different feeling, but you have to be able to notice the difference. You have to be able to have a contrast between when you're feeling vulnerable and when you're feeling strong and at ease. So how do you crack the code? The record keepers simply want you to know that you have to bat for yourself. You have to go up to bat for yourself. Now, first of all, friends, I have a disclaimer for you because I don't play baseball. I don't watch baseball. I don't know anything about baseball except that there's 3 bases, 4 bases if you include the home plate. You got to make it through the bases to get home. And there's a pitcher and there's people that play, and that's all I know about it. And whenever baseball does show up, unfortunately, I switch the channel. So when the record keepers said, you have to come to bat for yourself, at first, I didn't understand what that meant until they actually broke down the acronym. So first of all, let's discuss what this means to bat for yourself. When people are feeling vulnerable, it's usually because there's an aspect of them that's feeling alone in that moment. They're feeling tender. They're feeling like there's a perceived harm or threat that's around them. They're feeling uncomfortable. They're feeling a little exposed. And they're feeling a little subject to other people's opinions or interpretations of them. As long as you stay in that state, you will never bat for yourself. And what batting for yourself means is that when the pitcher, the situation, throws the ball at you, instead of going, oh, I'm going to get hurt, or running from the ball, you actually step up to the plate and you take a swing at it. That's what batting for yourself means. You're willing to step up, you're willing to see it, you're willing to address it, and you're willing to actually do something about it. So when the record keepers shared this energy of batting for yourself, I was a bit lost. And tell me about it. I was feeling vulnerable. I was like, bat for yourself? What exactly does that mean? So when any situation shows up and the pitcher, that's the situation, throws the ball at you, the first thing you as the batter have to do is breathe. And breathing anchors you into your form. Breathing anchors you into your form, and it gets you into a place where instead of falling into the stress response of fight or flight, you go, you bring yourself into a state of presence. Presence first, okay? So the way the record keepers are inviting us to breathe is this particular pattern. So when the initial situation appears, your first step is to take a deep breath, 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You hold it for 2 seconds and then slowly exhale to the count of 10. That's once. They're asking us to breathe 3 times in the cycle, the bat cycle, because the bat cycle allows you to grab yourself and then slowly bring yourself from stress to ease. So it's the first step. And you want to do this 3 times. But if you find yourself really in a hyperventilatory state, you've really worked yourself up, you're not just feeling vulnerable, you're flat out scared. You're worried, you're freaked out, you're about to jet. Remember, stop, breathe, hold it, and then 10 seconds. You can just go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 4, 5, hold for 2, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By the time you do 3 full cycles of this breathing, you're going to have a very different perspective on the situation in front of you. The second way that you crack the code around vulnerability is acknowledge. Acknowledge. Remember, you're holding yourself into a position where you can be in a state of power rather than disempowerment to the scene and the scenario and the response pattern around you. You're cracking that vibration. You're cracking the code that's influencing you and causing you to feel really tender, really stressed, really irritated. So acknowledge. And the way you acknowledge is you got to just stop and take a look at the situation. It's not hard. You just got to go, okay, what's happening right now? Right now is all that matters. So you're acknowledging and you're really checking to see, are you in danger? Is there anything that could potentially harm you, hurt you right in that moment? So through acknowledgement, you are actually checking and assessing your pattern around the reaction. If you realize that, okay, I'm about to go up and deliver a speech. Okay, that's in about 5 minutes. And I'm feeling really nervous, feeling really vulnerable, feeling really, really upset. But wait, that's in 5 minutes. So why am I getting all worked up? That's not even happening right now. So I'm going to go back to breathing. Bring myself down, down, down to ease. Breathe. Hold. Bring yourself back down, 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 down to ease. So second step is you got to acknowledge, is the situation causing you any threat, harm right now? And if it's not, put yourself into the statement of it's okay and I'm safe and there's nothing immediately right now I have to deal with. Now, if you find that, okay, my 5 minutes is turn into 2 minutes, is turning into 1 minute, and I'm going to have to get up on this stage, or I'm going to have to deliver, or I'm going to have to do, or I'm going to have to ... anything, but I'm still feeling really vulnerable, then tap. You got to tap your way into a different kind of thinking, okay? You're breathing, you're assessing, and now you're going to tap. Now, when I talked about embodiment, the record keepers discussed this special karate chop point here on the side of your left hand, on the side of your right hand. And what you're going to do is you're going to tap 7 times. And there is a pattern. It's 2, 3, 2. 2, 3, 2. That's 7 taps. 2, 3, 2. So what happens is when you realize, okay, this perceived threat is getting closer, it's getting closer, it's getting closer, you tap a statement to calm and bring your nerves down. One of those things you can say is, I am safe, I am okay, I am choosing to be here. The moment you say, I am choosing to be here, that's when a part of you goes, oh, I have a choice. And if I'm choosing to be here, then I wouldn't put myself in an unsafe situation, would I? No, I wouldn't. So, is this actually doable? Can we handle this? And if you can say yes to it, you can do it. You can do anything. So, if you're feeling like, I'm really feeling this sensitivity, I'm feeling this vulnerability, or try this. You're having a discussion with a friend, a family member, a partner, and things are starting to get a little heated. You're trying to defend yourself. You're trying to stand up for your opinion around a subject, but it's like both of you are just hitting walls with each other. And you're feeling this irritation rising. You're feeling this discomfort rising. You're feeling the tenderness rising. You're really feeling a little exposed here. And the way you can even sense that is your voice may rise. You may start to sweat. Your skin may start to get prickly. The hairs may start to stand up. Those are all different kinds of signs that threat is happening. So, what do you say? I am protected. I am safe. I am in my power. I am protected. I am safe. I am in my power. try the tapping mechanism on the karate chop points 7 times on each side. Because what that does is it's like a gentle acupressure for the body, and it brings the sympathetic tone that says, we're getting stressed, we're getting stressed, we're getting stressed. And it says, we're going to tone down the volume and bring it down a little bit so we can actually feel a little bit on top of the situation. All those 3 things, breathing, acknowledging, tapping, are you taking actions to crack the code of vulnerability, and you're stepping up to the plate. And when the pitcher or life throws anything your way, your job is to step up to the bat and knock it out of the park.
Thank you for joining me on my mission to light people up and change lives around the world. I hope today's conversation inspires you to step up, go after the life of your dreams, and be who you want to be. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to go to stellarlifepodcast.com for show notes, transcripts, and other cool stuff. And please subscribe, review, and help spread the word by sharing us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a lovely day, and I'll catch you on the next episode.